Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are good. And in my video today, I'm going to be addressing Tony Adams' comments. I think I'll speak about it in a bit more detail. I mean, obviously, I was thinking to tweet something, but I think for me it's better to do a video about it. Please let me know what you think of his comments as well. Obviously, I hope you guys do enjoy my video today. Please do make sure you're subscribing and liking this video before I get started. So, to those that might not be aware, as I'm sure you're all aware anyway, he did speak about the captaincy and he said that Declan Rice should be the captain, Odegaard shouldn't, and he said that we won't win the league with Odegaard as a captain. And first of all, I just want to say that he is entitled to his opinion. Someone said today he's not right or wrong, and that's true. His opinion, that's how he feels. We can't tell him how to feel, and like if I've got an opinion, that's how I feel. So I think we have to respect that he's being the captain. He knows what it's like to be a captain. I do think captains are different these days nowadays to how it was back then, but he knows exactly what it's like to be the captain. Um, there's a few things like I've got to say. I don't have like a strong. I don't agree. I don't disagree. I'm sort of in the middle with this because I see so many different sides to this. First of all, I see your captain must be playing on the pitch. I know Odegaard's performances last season haven't been good, so if he still struggles, he can't be on the pitch like how he was, because I think if Odegaard had a similar season where he was struggling in his form, I would obviously want maybe someone else to play and give him a rest. And the problem is your captain should be playing. And I also feel as though I look at it and I think maybe if he wasn't a captain, would he not? Would he play with more freedom? He might have a lot of pressure on his shoulders being the captain of Arsenal. So I think there's some all kind of different opinions, but I can't agree strongly. I can't disagree. I just think I'm stuck in the middle of this because there's so many different points you're going to make about this, and I think people are going in on him as a coach, and I think that's completely wrong to do. I think he's an Arsenal fan at the end of the day. He obviously he's a legend and he had an amazing time at Arsenal and won so much, but he is entitled to his opinion and we have to understand that, and people need to not disrespect him. I do think if you disagree, then that's absolutely fine. Like, obviously for me, if I'm being honest, I probably wouldn't take the captaincy of Odegaard right now going into the season. Obviously the season is literally a few days away, so I do think to myself this just came at a bad time with what Tony Adams has said. But I think if Tony Adams would have said it, when the season was finished or whenever, no one would have liked to have heard it anyway. So the timing wasn't great, but I think whenever he would have said it, people wouldn't have liked it. Um, I just think it's entitled to his opinion. As I said, I mean, I do have that worry. I don't want us to keep changing captains because I just think it's ridiculous. You need to pick one captain and stick it at that. I've always said this. I do think Declan Rice, Gabriel Magalhaes, them two would be amazing captains. And obviously, when Aubameyang got stripped for the captaincy, Odegaard wasn't my captain I would have picked. Odegaard is interesting because I do see some great qualities in him. I mean, he's very calm. He's not hot-headed. He's very calm in those high-pressured moments, which I think is important. And if we're being honest, these last two seasons, he's been great, and no one's really questioned his captaincy until last season when he was poor. So I think people are forgetting how good Odegaard is when he was at his best. But obviously, Odegaard as a player, Odegaard as a captain is two different things. Odegaard, has came out in interviews. He has taken responsibility at times. Declan Rice is probably more of a natural captain. He's probably more of the captain you'd pick. I know it wouldn't come down to it. I don't think Arteta's going to strip him of captaincy, but Declan Rice would be the more, the captains that we used to be seeing in the game. Obviously, the similar captains. Everyone has their own opinion of captains, but you look at Van Dijk, he's a great example of a leader. I think Declan Rice is a leader. I think he's earned his right to be a captain in the future. I think at the moment I wouldn't change anything because of the new season, because I think Odegaard's been doing good in pre-season. I wouldn't want to disrupt that. But then, as a lot of people say, if he got stripped of the captaincy, would that allow him to be more free on the pitch? Not having the pressure on the shoulders of being a captain. This is a really difficult conversation because I'm in the middle with this. I can't give you guys like a strong opinion. I feel so torn between so many different things because I think Odegaard just needs to get his confidence back. I'm rooting for him to have a good season. But the only thing I disagree on Tony Adams, if we don't win the league next season, it won't be because Odegaard's the captain. you know, I don't know what it would be because maybe we didn't do enough in the summer, maybe we had injuries, maybe some players didn't step up. So I don't think it's the reason why we won't win the league. I think it is a part. I do think that, you know, like I said, I wouldn't have picked Odegaard myself as a captain back then, but I just think that, you know, he's been good his last few seasons. Just last season, he's been poor, and people are now questioning that, which I get. But yeah, it's hot. It's a big discussion because I can't give you guys one answer. I can't say I strongly agree. I agree with some points he's made with Tony Adams. I disagree with other points, but I think we need to be respectful. You know, it's like when Henri has, you know, when Henri says stuff and people don't agree with it. You know, he's negative. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and then they go in on him when he was a coach. But we have to respect that's how they feel, that's their opinion at the end of the day. So yeah, I just thought I'd jump on here, guys. I want to address it because I've been on Twitter, it's been crazy, like there's been so much different stuff being said, and I just wanted to jump on here, give you guys my opinion. Because I don't think this is black and white. I don't think it's, like we say, he's not wrong, it's his opinion. Like, if you have your opinion, I can't tell you that you're wrong, that's how you feel. But I just think that I mean, Tony Adams could be right in the long run. I mean, next season could come and we could really struggle, or Odegaard could be lacking, you know, confidence, and the captain for me should be playing on the pitch always, unless they've got an injury or something like that. But only time will tell, but I do hope Odegaard does well. Listen, Tony Adams isn't hating. He's an Arsenal fan. He wants Arsenal to do well, and I think we're frustrated now that we've gone so long now without winning a trophy. And I know when in the interview sort of chatty that thing he did yesterday, he didn't say much about Arteta, and I think we're at a point now with Arteta where, you know, we like him, but, you know, we must come to a point where we're kind of a bit fed up and, you know, frustrated with the situation about not winning stuff. So I think what I'd say is, like, don't be too harsh on Tony Adams. You know, I've said stuff and we've all said stuff. We've all been critical at times, but because it's an Arsenal legend, because, you know, he's not said, you know, something positive, people take it the wrong way, but it's his opinion. Like, we've got all our opinions, we have to respect that. But yeah, I'm sorry this is a bit of a lengthy video, guys, but I just had to give you guys my thoughts because, yeah, I just thought it'd be better to do that on the pre-recorded one. But please, guys, let me know what you make of this whole situation in the comments. And yeah, thank you all for your support as well. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video today. Please obviously comment down below your thoughts on what Tony Adams had to say. And please make sure you've liked this video. And obviously, if you haven't already, please do make sure you're subscribing to my channel. And yeah, guys, I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.